High school, a time for self-discovery, possibly a part-time job, and a lot of homework. With social lives, grade point averages, and preparing for college, high school is more than enough to stress the average teenager out. But what if a baby was thrown into the equation? With a third of America's teenagers, this is just the case. With 750,000 cases of teen pregnancy a year, it's not unusual to know a handful of teen moms, or even to sit next to one in class, something that would have been unheard of a few decades ago. I asked these teen moms, how has having a child while in high school affected your lives?
Being a teen mom has changed my life in many aspects. I had a lot thrown at me all at once, and it's made me really focus more on Kaylee in school, but oftentimes I can't start my homework or school projects until after 10.
Being pregnant has changed my life in a social way because I can't go out anymore or party. I'm going to be at home being like a mom.
How about your plans for the future?
You always think of senior year as a time for prom and graduation, but once a baby comes in the picture, it's not the same. I had to pick up a lot of responsibility, and I'm going to be graduating midterm and going to college close to home instead of going away like I planned.
Instead of going to my senior year and having fun, I'm graduating midterm and then starting college in January and moving out.
So, why the spike in teen pregnancy over the years? New technology has presented us with countless forms of birth control, but many teens say they aren't using them. 53% of teenage boys and over 2/3 of teenage girls say they don't use a condom every time. Often pregnant teens predict the trials that they'll have to endure being a teen mom, but nothing will prepare you for having to grow up so quickly at such a young age.
Life after the baby is a lot different than when you're pregnant. When you're pregnant, you think that everything's going to work out perfect, but then you realize nothing really goes as you planned.
For these girls, teen pregnancy has already become a part of their lives. What advice do they have to give about their younger generation?
Don't get pregnant. It's not what you want.
I definitely wouldn't advise getting pregnant in high school. It brings a lot of responsibility that most people our age aren't ready for. I would focus on friends and school because it's plenty of time later on down the road for them. But if it happens, I would always make the best of it.
Truthfully, the only real way to avoid teen pregnancy is to practice abstinence. But for today's teenagers, that's a much less realistic goal than it used to be. So be smart, trust your partner, and use protection every time. With the JHS Report, I'm Marisa Gartland.